Now, after Prime Minister Modi's visit to Russia, National Security Advisor Doval spoke to his American counterpart Jake Sullivan on a range of security and strategic matters, namely the bilateral strategic partnership amid the war in Ukraine and the hostilities in Gaza. Now, the Quad foreign ministers are likely to meet, in Tokyo on the 28th of July. So this conversation also holds significance in that matter, as both India and the United States aim to expand their strategic ties, ladies and gentlemen. So what we are learning is that there could be a meeting of the Quad foreign ministers in Tokyo on the 28th of July. And in the context of that, this conversation took place between Ajit Doval and his American counterpart Jake Sullivan. This also comes after the meeting between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin. So India, of course, expanding its strategic interests, both with the Kremlin as well as with the White House. I'm joined by my colleague Siddhant on the broadcast to get more details over this crucial conversation between these two security leaders, if you will, of the establishment, both here in India and the United States. Siddhant, over to you.
Well, that's right. Look, both sides remain in constant touch. But yes, this conversation is significant as there are two takeaways, particularly if we go by the readout that has been released by Ministry of External Affairs. One, as you rightly pointed out, high-level engagements under the Quad framework in the month of July, what you just mentioned. And the second one, which is very interesting, and I quote, both sides reiterated the need to work collectively to address global challenges to peace and security, and further expand the comprehensive global strategic partnership. Unquote. Now, peace and stability has been mentioned in the readout that has come from Ministry of External Affairs. Now, this particular conversation, or perhaps this particular development, has taken place for the first time after Prime Minister Modi's visit to Moscow. And if you remember, from State Department to spoke to White House to Pentagon, all had reacted to Prime Minister's visit. In fact, Matthew Miller went on to confirm that both sides are in constant touch at the time of Prime Minister's visit and have spoken multiple times. Also, let's not forget what Eric Garcetti said the other day at a public event, that this relationship should not be taken for granted, without naming or giving direct reference to the Prime Minister's visit. But he did touch upon that there were no substantive, takeaways from Prime Minister's visit. So those were very strong words from Eric Garcetti. Given the kind of reaction that we are looking at after Prime Minister's visit, this particular conversation is indeed very, very significant, and also would like to draw attention of viewers to the ambassadorial meet of Quad which took place in China. And in fact, Nicholas Burns, the US ambassador to China, did mention the other day about that meeting. So we could expect a high-level Quad meeting in Tokyo this month, going by the readout, and perhaps we would be able to give out more details maybe in the days to come. Back to you.
Absolutely. But deft diplomacy coming in from the Indian establishment, expanding ties with Russia, but maintaining that dialogue with the United States as well amid the hostilities in Ukraine, as well as the situation in the Gaza Strip. Thank you, Siddhant, for getting us the latest on that front. Shifting focus to some more breaking news. And this is a CNN News 18 exclusive from CNN News 18 editor Manoj Gupta. Ladies and gentlemen, this is concerning the Delhi shootout case over the murder that took place last month inside a Burger King outlet in West Delhi's Rajouri Garden. Now, 3 suspects have been killed in an encounter by